My name is Amir. I am 19 years old. 3 months ago, I moved to a new city, a big city. I came alone. I left my family, my friends, and my home. I carried one bag. Inside the bag, I had some clothes, a small photo of my mother, and a notebook. The notebook was empty. I bought it before I left. I thought I would write things in it, important things. But for 3 months, I did not write anything. The pages were still white. In this new city, everyone spoke English. I did not speak English. Not really. I knew a few words. Hello? Thank you. Sorry. Where's the bathroom? That was all. Every day, I felt lost. Not just on the streets. I felt lost inside. When people spoke to me, I smiled and nodded. But I did not understand them. I just smiled. And they walked away. I hated that smile. It was a lie. But I did not know what else to do. My school was called Riverside Language School. It was a small building near the river. There were about 30 students. We all came from different countries. Some from Brazil, some from Japan, some from Poland, some from Syria, like me. The first day, I sat in the back of the class. I chose the corner seat, the one next to the wall. I wanted to be invisible. The teacher walked in. Her name was Ms. Clara. She was not very tall. She had short brown hair and glasses. She smiled at the class. "Good morning, everyone," she said. "My name is Clara. Welcome." She spoke slowly. That was good. I could follow her words. Slowly, slowly, like water moving down a small hill. She asked each student to say their name. One by one, the students spoke. "My name is Yuki. My name is Pedro. My name is Lena." Then she looked at me. I felt my heart beat fast. My hands were cold. My mouth was dry. "And you?" she said. She smiled. It was a kind smile. "My name is Amir," I said. My voice was very quiet, almost a whisper. "Nice to meet you, Amir," she said. That was it, 2 sentences, but I felt like I had climbed a mountain. The first week was very hard. Every morning I woke up at 6. I ate bread and drank tea. Then I walked to school. It took 20 minutes. I walked the same road every day. I passed the bakery, the small park, the blue post box. In class, Ms. Clara taught us new words every day. She used pictures. She used her hands. She acted things out. It was funny sometimes. She pretended to eat, to sleep, to run. We laughed. Even me. But laughing was easy. Speaking was hard. After class, I went home. I made simple food, rice or soup or eggs. I sat at my table and opened my notebook. I still did not write anything. I just looked at the empty pages. At night, I watched videos on my phone. English videos, cartoons, cooking shows. I did not understand everything, but I listened. I listened and listened. One day I was walking home from school. I stopped at the small shop near my building. I wanted to buy water. I took a bottle from the shelf and went to the man at the counter. He said something, fast, too fast. I did not understand. I looked at him. He said it again, still fast. I felt my face go hot. I put the money on the counter, more than enough. I just wanted to leave. He gave me the water and the change. I walked out quickly. Outside, I stood on the pavement. I felt very small, smaller than the bottle of water in my hand. I thought, I will never learn this language. That night, I opened my notebook. I picked up my pen. I wrote one sentence. Today was hard. I looked at it. 3 words. Then I wrote more. I went to the shop. The man spoke. I did not understand. I felt bad. The sentences were short. The words were simple. But I wrote them. And something strange happened. I felt a little better. Not much, but a little. From that night, I wrote in my notebook every day. I wrote about my day, what I saw, what I heard, what I felt. I used only simple words, words I knew, short sentences. The weather was cold today. I learned the word umbrella. I saw a dog in the park. It was brown. It looked happy. I miss my mother's cooking. Ms. Clara had told us something in class. She said, "The best way to learn a language is to use it, every day, even a little." Even badly. Just use it. I thought about that a lot. Every day. Even badly. So I started to try. There was a boy in my class named Pedro. He was from Brazil. He was loud and funny. He laughed a lot. He made mistakes when he spoke, but he never seemed to care. One day after class, he sat next to me outside. We both ate our lunch on the steps. He looked at my food. "What is that?" he asked. "Bread," I said. "And cheese." "Ah," he nodded. He showed me his food. "This is, I don't know the word. Pastry? My host family makes it." "It looks good," I said. "Yes, you want some?" I was surprised. I did not expect that. "Okay, thank you." He broke off a piece and gave it to me. It was warm and a little sweet. "Good?" he asked. "Yes, very good." He smiled. "I am Pedro." "I know," I said. "We are in the same class." He laughed, a big laugh. "Yes, I know, but now we are friends." Just like that. Friends. Pedro was not shy about speaking. He said the wrong words all the time. He mixed up he and she. He forgot the word because and said for why instead. Ms. Clara gently corrected him, and he always said, "Ah, sorry, for why? I mean because I am still learning." And then he laughed. I watched him. I thought, he is not embarrassed. He just keeps going. I wanted to be like that. The weeks passed. One morning I stopped at the bakery near my school. I had never gone inside before. I always walked past it. I could smell the bread from outside. It smelled warm and good. That day I went in. A woman stood behind the counter. She was older. She had white hair and a red apron. "Good morning," I said. "Good morning, love," she said. "What can I get you?" I looked at the bread. I knew what I wanted. "One bread roll, please," I said. "The round one." "Of course." She put it in a small bag. "Anything else?" "No, thank you." "That's £1.20, please." I paid. She gave me the bag. "Have a lovely day," she said. "You too," I said. I walked out. I stood on the pavement again, the same pavement where, weeks ago, I had felt so small with my bottle of water. But this time, I did not feel small. I felt, okay, normal, like a person who lives here, like a person who speaks. It was only a few sentences, but they were my sentences. I said them. She understood me. I understood her. I opened my notebook that night and wrote, "I bought bread today. I spoke to the woman. She understood me. I understood her. It was a small thing, but it felt big." At the end of the term, Ms. Clara told us we had to do a short presentation. 5 minutes. We could talk about anything we wanted. Everyone was nervous, even Pedro. 5 minutes is long, he said. It is, I agreed. I thought about my topic for a long time. Then I decided. I would talk about the notebook, about writing, about how it helped me. The night before, I practiced in my room. I spoke out loud, to the wall, to my reflection in the window. I made mistakes. I forgot words. I started again. Ms. Clara said, "Even badly, just use it." On the day of the presentation, I sat in my corner seat. My hands were cold again. My heart was beating fast, the same feeling as the first day. One by one, the students presented. Yuki talked about her city in Japan. Pedro talked about football. Lena talked about her grandmother. Then Ms. Clara said, "Amir." I stood up. I walked to the front of the class. I looked at the faces. 30 faces. They all looked at me. Some smiled. I took a breath. "My name is Amir," I said. "I am from Syria. When I came here, I did not speak English. I knew only 4 words. I paused. Now I know more than 4 words. A few people laughed softly. Good laughs. Warm laughs. I told them about the notebook, about the shop with the water bottle, about the bakery, about the empty pages that slowly filled up. Writing helped me, I said. Small sentences, simple words, every day. I wrote what happened. I wrote what I felt. And slowly, I started to speak the same way. Small sentences, simple words. I looked at Miss Clara. She was nodding. I am not fluent, I said. Not yet. I make mistakes. Sometimes people do not understand me. Sometimes I do not understand them. But I keep going. Because I smiled a little. Because that is the only way. I sat down. The class clapped. Pedro clapped the loudest. After class, Ms. Clara stopped me at the door. That was wonderful, Amir, she said. Thank you, I said. I was very nervous. I know, she said. But you did it anyway. That is what matters. That evening, I sat at my table. I made tea. I opened my notebook. I turned to the last page, the very last one. I wrote, Today I spoke in front of the class. My hands were cold. My heart was fast. But I spoke, and they listened. 3 months ago, my notebook was empty. Now it is full. I came here with 1 bag and 4 words. Now I have more. I am still learning. I will keep learning. That is enough. I closed the notebook. I looked out of the window. The city was quiet. The lights were on in the buildings across the street. Somewhere, a car passed. I thought about my mother. I thought about home. Then I picked up my phone and called her. She answered after 2 rings. Amir, she said. How are you? I am good, Mama, I said, in Arabic. Always in Arabic with her. Tell me everything, she said. And I did. I told her about school, about Pedro, about the bakery woman, about the presentation. She listened. She laughed. She said she was proud of me. After we said goodbye, I sat quietly for a moment. Then I went to the shop and bought a new notebook.